What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just pro wrestling news podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, hanging out with you guys here. I didn't leave the state this week, guys. That was cool. Unfortunately, we have a very long state. I was very close to Beacon, New York, where Matt and Mike resides, actually. He is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE, and he has a mouse on his nose. I need to move that mouse off his nose. There we go.
Yeah.
I need to make sure there's no double mic going on here. There we go. Let's fix
It
this.
itched.
Let me
It itched
tidy
a
you
little
up. Let me tidy you up over here. Oh my. You can tell that
Oh,
we
boy.
definitely need coffee. I've been up way too early for our respective workplaces.
And the weird thing is, I don't even drink coffee.
And the weird thing is, I work for myself, and my boss is an asshole.
I'm not going to talk about my boss.
No, but same boss, a new boss, same as the old boss. But moving on, this is the show where we talk about WWE RAW typically, or whatever else is on, or we coped with WWE RAW for so long. But man, it is a different vibe as we started talking about last week on this and the Tuesday Night Wrestling Mayhem show. And we're so glad you guys are joining us. We are out on the Twitter Spaces. We are streaming on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook. On Twitter, we are video streaming as well, and we are over on the Twitch for Sorgatron Media and IndyWrestling.us, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you, everybody who is joining us tonight, wherever that may be. And we do have the chat rooms there, and we're going to, everybody's refraining from their boss in the chat room over there. And he says, talk about Monday Night Raw again. It's been a while. And we are going to talk about some stuff from the weekend. So if you do have questions about things like, I know the big things in the news over the weekend, where things around some indie shows that went sideways that we weren't involved with. I want to make clear, but we'll definitely have some conversations about that. We're actually going to have Emily Fear of the Grit and Glitter podcast on Tuesday night, so I'm excited to have her on to talk about everything that's going on with them over there, and then have some great conversations and talk about everything going on in the wrestling world. But tonight the focus is this is technically a WWE Raw recap situation. He's got the thumbs up. The thumbs up. Is that the general? Oh, whoa, Matt Carlins is with us.
Yes.
Yes. I hope.
Sorry, I was a little tardy. All hell broke loose. There was a strange man in the front row tonight.
Yeah, wow. There was a lot happening and a lot under the radar and a lot of background.
Something.
And so many.
You could say Raw was Car Crash TV tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this while I'm still in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
This was the most interesting, well-paced episode of Raw I can remember since forever.
Yeah.
Like, Like I didn't look at my watch until 10:15, and I'm like, oh my God, we're well on our way. So it must have done something right, you know?
Huh.
3 hours is still hell, but
Yeah, but
it worked.
yeah.
Right.
So I came in 20 minutes late. We had a great guest, Tim Vitullo, a great musician, was in the studio today for Fishing Without Bait. So I was a little late to the game, watching the show tonight. So I didn't miss any I didn't catch any top of the show stuff. But man, was I into what was happening on Raw. I sat back, grabbed my laptop, played with some Twitter, I purposely rolled back my Monday night tasks to just absorb some Monday Night Raw, and I'm glad for it. Guys, I even watched SmackDown this week.
SmackDown was good.
It was good. It was, and
SmackDown was very good.
And I'm just like, oh my God, how am I going to catch up with Impact in the G1 now that I'm watching WWE again? So I mean, don't make me.
Once you think you're out, they pull you back in.
Don't make me.
You gotta prioritize, Sorg. I mean,
know.
Come on, Yano above all.
Oh yeah,
we all understand this is true.
And Ken has got to sell that book.
Yes.
Jeez.
I watched back-to-back G1 shows this morning.
Jeez. Oh, God bless you. I'm still going with my...
There was some good stuff, and there was some stuff with Bad Luck Fale.
Oh, poor Bad Luck Fale. Anyway, so where the hell are
Bad
we?
Luck Fale. I had to watch it.
Hey! Oh! Jeez. I haven't seen any of his motivational videos for a while. John says, good thing almost a superhero was on the scene of the car crash. Do we start with this? Can we start with the most...
Fuck yeah, we start with the car crash!
The most interesting
you want to go
thing
weirdest to least weird.
happening.
To least weird.
Okay. Now, I first noticed the car crash during the Kevin Owens promo. Was there anything before that?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Wow. So, if you didn't know, so Kevin Owens is out there, and in the background, let's describe this for the audio, and I do believe I did capture an image. I'm in the wrong Twitter account though to do it. I'll bring it up in a second. But we're catching up with Kevin Owens after he took out Ezekiel. By the way, Rev Ron Hunt, also a paramedic apparently. I didn't know. I mean, he had multiple skill sets, but that was one I was not aware of.
He wanted to heal him with the power of Christ.
He was whispering in Ezekiel's ear, "Tune in to Coffee with the Rev Tuesday mornings."
He was whispering into Ezekiel's ear.
I swear.
Zeke, I think you're being written off of this show.
I swear, if Zeke comes back as a televangelist Christian prog rock character, I think we know what happened.
There we go. So in the background, and I have a picture for you guys on the video version here. We got this going on. We got Dewdrop and Nikki, the superhero,
ASH.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking saying it. I hate it. And then we have like people, and then we have pointing, and like you're looking, and you're like, that car is crashed into a pole medium kind of thing over there, and there's just people around it. Okay.
So I'm gonna say, when I first saw this, I thought it was a production error. No, I'm serious.
Like they were filming something else when they did this or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
They were warming up a second, because I didn't notice the car at first.
Right.
I just saw Dewdrop and Nikki back there.
Pointing.
And I hate to say it, I think they put Dewdrop and Nikki back there because it draws your eye. Because
the cape did
No, because you recognize Dewdrop immediately, even in the back from a distance, and Nikki's flashy outfit. You recognize them both immediately. It's not like you could just put someone else back there in street clothes and you'd necessarily recognize them for who they are.
Right.
But I thought they were rehearsing a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see the camera tilt slightly and you see a car wreck, I'm like, oh, this is something.
Mm-hmm.
This is something. We're not talking about it yet, but this is something.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating.
I love the comments. The comments to this: who let the Usos drive? They're making sure the Usos don't commit GTA. Don't make an Usos joke. Make an Usos joke. Don't make an Usos joke. Don't make an Usos joke. Thank you, everybody. Shit, that's a bad day. Okay, fantastic. But shit.
But then for the second interaction with this backstage parking lot crash scene, they take it to another level because first they talk to Nikki and Doudrop, and they are acting like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And you're kind of watching this pointless Nikki and Doudrop promo, waiting for something to happen. This is the trick, see?
Yes.
And then they go to Alexa and Asuka near the scene, and next thing you know, there's like a line of cops like running past them.
And what it's seeing, and you're seeing the car being pulled on a flatbed. Right, and then they run off somewhere, and then I love, and
then they run off, and then the best part about it, I'm sorry, I'm probably jumping on you.
Go ahead.
The best part about this, Bailey and Io and Dakota come up, they get in Alexa and Asuka's face. Bailey and Io and Dakota peel off. AJ Styles walks in, so you're watching like potentially, conservatively, two different storylines.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, the minute AJ enters the scene, then you're wondering, like, okay, would this have something, like, it's pulling you in all these different directions. It was such a clever little backstage scene. I love it when they do, like, just these kind of, like, ships passing in the night kind of shots backstage,
It's
like,
so...
it's a real, like, actual locker room ecosystem where people interact.
It's the Muppet Show.
True.
It is the Muppet Show, where you're reminded that all of these wacky characters do exist in the same space, right? Mm-hmm. Like that reminder.
This is the second week that they've been doing something like this over the course of the show.
Mm-hmm.
A 3-part arc.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second time in 2 weeks that we've done this.
And guess what? Now I want to watch a full 3 hours of Raw next week.
And you know what? They even did it with the AJ, Miz, and Ciampa stuff.
Mm-hmm.
First part, Ciampa cuts a fire fucking promo.
Oh, I need to go back and watch
about
that then.
dedicating his match to Harley Race.
Yes.
Not dedicating his match, dedicating his win to Harley Race.
Yes.
Then you have the match for the US title, and then the third part, you have the unannounced main event of AJ versus The Miz.
Yes.
Which honestly, if you just announced it was AJ versus The Miz before the show started, but building up to it, making it make sense sequentially, okay, yeah. And plus, you add on that it's no DQ to make it a little bit more exciting.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to get a little... We're going off track here. Remind me to go back to Ciampa later. Let's
we'll come around back. So we have this, and the
South
other surprise, which was a pull-away shot, and everybody's talking about it over on the Twitter chat or the Twitch chat room, and over on the Spaces responses about how Dexter Lumis apparently popped up at the end, and I guess it looks like security jumped the gun and maybe didn't know he was out there. Maybe it's a plan.
I'm assuming he was the one that rammed the car.
Yeah. You sure?
Now, this is the Sorg. You're overthinking it. It's all on TV. This was 100% by design, as it was intended. Dexter wrecked that car. The cops went running off looking for him. Then they found him in the front row. Why is he there? What's he doing there?
What?
Where, pray tell, is his bride, Indianapolis Hartwell? Do we know? What does she think of this?
She sent out a tweet about 10 minutes ago, just her giving a thumbs up.
And here's a picture of him being WWE on Fox.
I think now Sorg, I may be jumping the gun here, and I tweeted about this earlier. I may be seeing the way Raw's going to be booked in a few weeks. I think I'm seeing the way forward here. I think that's what we're seeing.
You're looking for the way out? You're looking for the way to the next pay-per-view?
I mean, there are some people where there's no escape. Clearly, I'm pretty sure.
Expecting to see one guy, you get his son-in-law?
Yes. Because you know who's booking this, Matt? A son-in-law!
Papa H.
Pache!
The NXT
Pache
trope.
himself.
The NXT tropes
the original
are
son-in-law
infecting.
that hits and runs with a car.
The NXT tropes have infected the main roster faster than I expected.
Yeah.
The parking lot is already the most dangerous place in the building.
Yep. And all right, okay. So, who was I was literally just responding to a tweet. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up.
Hold on,
right now.
I was sharing some of yours. Maybe that was it.
Shamra Sapp from Fightful tweeted the similarities of the dangerous parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
He pointed to several instances. Also, the blurred camera footage of Triple H hitting Shawn Michaels back from their feud in 2002. And I refer you all the way back to who ultimately was responsible for Stone Cold getting hit by a car.
Oh, shit.
Because it was Triple H that paid off Rikishi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got
Triple
it bad
H
for parking
has
lots.
something against parking lots, and
No,
we
he's got
need to find
something.
out why.
He is into the parking lots. He likes the parking lots. As a scene, he digs it. So, yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Dexter Lumis, Sorg. You know, people were up in arms trying to figure out Karrion Kross showing up on SmackDown. Now Dexter Lumis shows up on Raw. And I'm sitting here like, Kona Reeves is coming back on Friday at this rate. For you, Bobby.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if we're going to get the... Although, if they give him a stupid name, he'd fit in perfectly in Maximum Male Models.
Yes.
This is Mason now. All right. He's big time Massey Mark. He talk about Massey a bit like this. We just pull this post.
Wait, he just holds his hand.
Matt,
wait, for audio, he just holds his hand off and then faces.
This is the Massey move right here.
Yeah.
This was his pose for the first like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they learned another one.
I have a question. Do you need to be careful with how your son drinks bottles of water now?
What?
No,
I missed something.
The SummerSlam commercial where they drink the True Life bottle of water. They just dump it on them.
Jeez.
All
right, show title: Parking Lot of Doom, and moving on. We've
definitely used Parking Lot of Doom before, Sorg.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Parking Lot of Despair.
Well, originally it was going to be Parking Lot Jamboree.
This is now a main roster parking lot, not an NXT developmental parking lot.
Parking Lot of Doom main
roster.
Oh,
it's the
edition.
NXT parking lot getting called up.
Oh.
Yeah, the NXT parking lot.
You know what's gonna be weird? When nothing happens in the NXT parking lot anymore. That's when you know.
That'd be really funny.
That would be funny.
Really, really funny.
All right, Parking Lot of Doom.
Happened.
Parking Lot of Doom main roster parking lot call up.
NXT parking lot's main roster call up. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God! If nothing ever happens in the NXT parking lot from now on, I will laugh so hard. I will laugh so freaking hard.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, I love to love wrestling again. Oh, this is so good.
I want to say one more thing about Lumis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's exciting to me about Lumis, and the most exciting thing going forward in general about WWE main roster at this point, is that there is not some creepy old man who's going to tear this up tomorrow morning.
No.
Like, whatever Papa H has in mind, they're doing it.
Yep.
Unless something weird happens for some reason. This is going to play out. We're going to get this thing, and we're going to see. Will it be good? I don't know. But it's gonna play out. So that's the most exciting thing right now. Kind of seeing the first step and knowing that we're gonna get to see it all play out.
WWE has good footage of Dexter Lumis being dragged away. Tina just shared it in the Facebook chat room. So if you go to WWE's, I think this is the Instagram page. You'll see that video. I don't want to show.
Yeah, Wade Barrett also tweeted a very.
Wade Barrett did too. Okay, so this is confirmed. It's in there. This is here.
It's definitely Dexter Lumis.
Oh yeah. Well, we know. We like it's all coming together. Is where we're at. First, say what was that to? Okay, and it was weird because I saw there was a camera right on him, and they didn't cut to it. So like that was peculiar for sure.
It was clever. It was clever. It was just enough, and then all you need was just like Corey being just like. Dexter Lumis?
It reminded me of when Elias was first booked, and no one said anything. But they just saw El Vagabundo walking through the crowd.
Yeah, he would walk back and forth with his guitar, right?
Yeah. Just drifting along.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's good. That's like those little things.
That
right?
is good. That's the little hooks, the little mysteries, the Easter eggs. This is a thing that pro wrestling is, it still hasn't fully embraced. The Easter eggs, the little nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
These are not things to be pushed away. This is the intrigue. It's the hook.
And
these
are
the things that draw you in.
I'm telling you, the Mysterio storyline has this in spades.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and here's another one I just thought of today. Ray and Dominic are wearing LWO shirts.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know who started the LWO?
I know
Dominic's dad.
I noticed that on the shirt, and I'm like, wait, they were part of the LWO, were they? I'm like, wait a minute.
Ray was never part of the LWO.
Yeah. I didn't think so.
Eddie always tried to get Ray to become part of the LWO.
Yeah.
And Ray never would.
Jeez.
This is all a rich tapestry, and I guarantee Dominic was not attacked today.
Yeah.
This is all part of the plan.
Well, I understand what you're saying there, and believe me, that would be an interesting twist, and I'm looking forward to it, believe me, when Dominic inevitably betrays his dad. And
finger quotes for audio.
Let's call it what it is.
But I gotta say, 3 for 3 weeks of Rhea Ripley just beating the snot out of Dominic, and I'm not bored yet. I could do this for at least another month.
This feels very Lucha Underground to me.
And then Rhea tweets about it.
Mm-hmm.
Always gotta tweet something kinky afterwards, like "I'll be your poppy, Dominic," like some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's out of control.
Hey, she knows her audience.
So funny.
She knows her audience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta be subtle. Sometimes you gotta just bang them over the head.
That's right.
This is a bang them over the head story. The other one, a little more rich tapestry.
I love it.
Yeah, that goes.
I love it. I love it.
Like I'm telling you, I'm waiting for the thing where Ray says, "Dominic, why would you do this?" And he goes, "Because I lied." I need it.
No.
I need it so much in my life.
No, you flip it, man. You flip it. Why'd you do this, Dominic? Because you lied. Right?
No.
Maybe.
Right?
It's
Who
in
lied?
canon.
Oh,
It's
Ray
in
lied?
canon that Dominic is Eddie's son.
Right. But
Like,
Ray
it's in,
Ray told him that but in canon, then Ray told him that he's a parent.
Hold on. We're
So
talking a
that's
Yondu
where-
situation here.
Yeah. Well, what?
We're talking a Yondu.
You say
I
Yondo?
may
Did you just
not
pull
have been your
Guardians?
father, but I damn sure was your daddy.
I thought
I mean,
I'm Mary Poppins,
isn't that how
bitch.
this whole thing ends? Is that the Judgment Day are twisting Dominic with his true parentage without recognizing
Dominic
that Ray is the
think
actual acting, in every measure of the word, father of his son?
I think Dominic is the twistee.
Wait, who?
I think Dominic is the twistee.
Twisty?
I think Dominic is the one pulling the strings.
Dominic is the real leader of Judgment Day?
Yeah.
I
think it was Dominic's idea to get Edge out of Judgment Day.
So, you know what? Here's something
Because
else funny.
and here's why. Here's why. Edge hurt Dominic's stepmom.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Edge once considered them familia.
Oh, there's so much Oh my
I'm
God,
telling
there's so
you,
much.
this is where it's
There's
going.
so
You
much
can't
to
headcanon
unpack.
this. You're going to headcanon
Oh my
yourself
God.
into the dirt.
Oh, Matt. I headcanon this the second Dominic put on a pair of tights in Lucha fucking Underground. Okay? the second Dominic Dominic didn't even show up in Lucha Underground. But you know what his sister Shaw did. Anyway.
Right. I think he might have been a crowd thing or something. Like I know he was there at the taping and they did a thing, but I don't think they used it.
Yeah, but I headcanon this as soon as Shaw showed up in Lucha Underground.
I don't remember Shaw being there.
That they were gonna be the Guerreros.
Okay.
In Lucha Underground.
Okay.
I headcanoned this a long time ago.
Okay.
Are you wearing it? Which Eddie are you wearing tonight? Whose shirt is that?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, whatever.
It's
Hey,
Eddie King.
so remember like a month ago, or remember back in May when they kicked Edge out of the Judgment Day, and there were all these reports that Vince wanted to take Judgment Day into like a spooky direction. It was going to get like supernatural.
Yeah.
And Edge was like, hell no, man. And so they're like, all right, well, we're going to get Finn then, and you're out. They haven't done anything spooky.
No.
No, you know what
I think I've been harping on this.
You know what they're doing? They're bringing a second coming of Eddie Guerrero. That's what they're doing.
The Antichrist.
Jeez.
Can I circle back? I'll circle back to Ciampa and Miz.
Yes, please.
Ciampa's cutting all these like amazing Ciampa promos. Like, God, I don't know if you've heard, but this dude can chatter just a bit. And
he's got the gift of gab.
The gab. He always nails it on the microphone. And but he always is like still backing up the Miz. So it's like, are we supposed to like secretly be kind of on Ciampa's side, or is he still a heel and he's just not playing it right because he's overshooting the mark and we're just cutting crazy promos because we're trying to do whatever.
Can I say, related to that, as I was finishing watching Raw here while I was getting ready, I did not pull my eyes away after the copyright until they faded out.
Oh yeah, I know, me too.
I'm like,
there was a weird camera angle for AJ to be standing
right.
Next to him.
Something happened.
Johnny Gargano pull him over the top rope. What's happening?
Yeah, right.
The copyright's up. Ciampa's there somewhere.
Yeah.
I ain't looking away.
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Nope. Like, we know this game and how it's played. You not know. So.
Are you saying someone's playing the game here?
Oh, Papa H is definitely going to pull that stunt. It's just a matter of when.
And also,
he's doing that.
Can I say, like, where has this women's division been? Because I watched the Gauntlet, and it was mostly very good. Again, like where the hell has Raquel been? How has she not been anything?
Well, you haven't been watching.
I haven't been watching, but like I would imagine I would have heard if anything significant was happening. And anytime I tuned in, I was like, "Oh, this is all flat." It was all flat.
Raquel got squashed by Ronda.
Okay.
She didn't get squashed by Ronda. She had a nice match against Ronda. I think the issue for Raquel is that she's been sidetracked in favor of Liv, and I don't know how well thought out that move was before they decided to move forward with moving Liv over to SmackDown.
Okay, the Liv thing. All Liv needs is a solid, actual, clean win. Then it'll be fine. Yeah, she should have just beaten Ronda cleanly.
But obviously we were saying something else.
At least have Liv tap after the 3. Have Liv tap after the 3, because then it does exactly what you want to do. Liv was a spunky champion. She can still do the arm gimmick, so we can go to Shayna, and it shows she has heart. Yeah. And Ronda still has beef because Ronda heard a tap, but she wasn't paying attention to her shoulders.
Yeah.
You can still do the same exact thing if they just waited a second.
Honestly, and maybe the timing was off. Maybe that was the intention. Right?
No, I guarantee it wasn't.
I mean, things happen when you're doing it in physical, and timing can get weird. So I've seen plenty of interesting things get not timed right. I literally edited a match today where I'm like, why I didn't see a kick out for 2 things. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But anyways, obviously a different level. But it just I have nothing for that. But no, the Gauntlet was nice to remind me who was on SmackDown. And it was. Can I call attention to? Because I feel like this in a show that had a lot going on. I had an appreciation for the college wrestling athletes, Chad Gable and Ziggler, just going at it for a little bit. But
didn't they do this a couple weeks ago too?
I'm the last one to ask.
They were in that tag match they were in when it was Ziggler and Styles versus the Alpha Academy, and it's the same thing. Like Dolph and Chad just got in there, like we're just gonna do the little amateur for a little bit, little tumble around.
Raw Underground.
Yeah.
We need to bring that
Raw Underground being brought to the Overground.
I miss the Underground.
It was something. It was
It
something.
was a thing.
Shayna wrecking fools in Raw Underground was legitimately the best part.
I mean, just think it was just so much fun. I mean, like, you know, like Shafir and Duke were getting some run there. Dabba-Kato was over in the Underground. Amaz was the doorman. It was great. Like, there's so much going on.
Oh, and by the way, let's do a roundup of front of the show views. The Rev Ron Hunt, apparently a paramedic, for one thing. So as we mentioned earlier, also Mambo Italiano and some other local Pittsburgh jobber were up against Omos in the and I forget who it was.
Mambo should have used some dry pasta on him. That would have worked.
Yes. Well, you know what? You know what's weird is sitting in an actual legitimate Italian restaurant that definitely used to be a Pizza Hut the other night, and they're just playing like Dean Martin and it's Italian music, and then literally the Hey Mambo song, which is his theme on the Indies, comes up, and it just like, this is too real. Anyways, so like somebody was like, I just want to see almost wrecking fools, wrecking the local jobbers week to week, and I was like, yeah, I'm here for it too, because I don't know what else you want to do with them, but I'm cool with him just wrecking people for 5 minutes every week. So multiple people stacking them on top of each other and just, you know, laying waste. Like, I love it. I love it. So, but anyways, and then also, I love that they're in Cleveland. I saw nothing but Pittsburgh guys. Like, there's no wrestlers out of Cleveland?
Who do you think is propping up the Cleveland wrestling scene, Sorg?
Well, like, anybody I saw there aren't people that I know that go to Cleveland, to my awareness. So that I thought was kind of interesting. So, and with that, we also, well, I guess they were in Columbus for AEW last week. So Meg Myers was on Dark Elevation again this week. So I'll have to check that later. Also, they dropped like a special episode last week. I'm gonna be watching all the Dark while I'm editing the shows tomorrow. But anyways,
hey, that Bailey,
jeez, dude,
God,
she's like
real
quick, and then I'll turn you loose. Bailey's like 1997 Stone Cold Steve Austin. She's got to be in every segment. She just keeps popping up. I ain't complaining, but she's always there.
I love that she's like Dakota and Io's like wrestle mom, right?
Yeah, she is. Basically, yeah. I mean, anytime Raw opens with a Bailey, you know I'm already going to be in for the Raw.
Yes.
I just think like, and seeing Dakota tonight, and like just how, you know, poised and confident she's getting time on the microphone. Like, she's got to be like the most over-prepared NXT call-up in history. And she's not even a call-up. They released her like a bunch of idiots first, and then they brought her back. She's so far beyond ready for this. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
honestly, probably only second
there next to Bailey. So
probably only second to Io being also the most overly prepared for this. But like, the three of them just seem so as a completely formed unit. Like, and that's something I wouldn't have expected because they don't even have like a faction name or anything like that. But it's just like, this is who Bailey wanted, this is who she gets along with, and this is who she knew she could elevate. Because I'll say this, Bailey's promos have transformed so much from when she was initially called up. Like, if this was Ponytail Bailey, you know, Bailey Buddies and all that stuff, and she had a flub like she did tonight, because Bailey accidentally said Dakota Sky instead of Dakota Kai. You know, maybe you don't want to rhyme the two names of your subordinates. I digress. But the Bailey that was afraid to hit Alexa with a kendo stick, that could have killed the entire promo. This Bailey, like, yeah, I know I said it wrong, you idiots.
Yes.
Just immediately shuts them down.
That's also like one of the glorious things about being a heel, right? Is you can fall on your face and you're not gonna eat shit for it, right? Like I mean,
look at Kevin Owens.
Yeah, right.
Going into the ring.
Right. Oh, yeah, he did. And it looks like, and to that, it looks like that's the thing that set him off to murder Ezekiel.
All right, and I know it was probably just an accidental slip.
Yeah.
And again, I may be too in the weeds on this, and I understand that.
Pull him out, Matt. Pull him out.
No, don't pull me out.
No, let me go, Sorg.
I wonder if it was a signal that he's going to reunite with Sami Zayn.
Because he tripped?
Because Sammy famously tripped on his match with John Cena.
Oh, that's right. And then didn't he that's the one where he popped his elbow too, wasn't it?
Yep. It was probably just a slip. Probably just a slip.
Wow.
I'm not in the weeds on that too much.
But Owens operates on that level.
He does.
He does.
Absolutely.
He does.
Would I put it past Kevin Owens to do that on purpose? Absolutely fucking not.
I'm sure it's just about pandas.
It's got something to do with the zoo.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't tell him what to do at the zoo. That's a personal callback. To a drunken night. Anyways, geez. What else from the night? We had Tommaso and stuff. Women's tag match.
The match against. What would you think about the match against Lashley? Like, I saw a lot of people arguing for Ciampa to win, but this, to me, this outcome for this match was the right choice. Lashley's way too over to be.
Oh yeah. Beg
your pardon. Squandering it on Ciampa, who still has a ways to go. As good as we all know deep in our hearts that he is.
Sure.
He's got to win over that audience, and he got to have a great match and had some convincing near falls, and definitely, I think, elevated himself in defeat. How much you could decide. I'm just not sure where this. I assume this is leading to Ciampa beating up the Miz. But
I don't think so.
I'm personally kind of concerned long term, because Miz Lackey, short term is always okay, but long term always seems like danger. I mean, I don't know if anyone has ever escaped the Miz's influence and ended up for the better. Sandow, Alex Riley.
But
Morrison ended up getting released. He was awesome, but he got cut. All right. I'm just saying there's bad karma there.
Different era. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Also, fucking Viking Raiders. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Mostly they're wrestling like some kind of war machine or something.
I even like how they take. And I'm sorry. I'm excited because I watched SmackDown. My God, Pat McAfee is a fucking star. Fuck.
He's awesome.
Oh my God.
I want to make a petition. All replays in wrestling on SmackDown now have to employ a telestrator.
No.
McAfee, yes.
Perfect.
It was
perfect. It was different. And it treats it like a sport.
It was an obnoxious amount of replays and telestrators of a nut shot. And I might be a little bit raw nerve on this one because I watched it after Saturday night where we had like 7 nut shots in the middle of a fight, MMA, sweaty dick punching, ironically. And I didn't get the note until afterwards from the streamer. Please tell him to stop saying nutshot, because I had no service in the building. I walk out 12:30. Tell him to stop saying nutshot. I'm like, dude, that was fight 5. What the fuck? But anyways, I just was a lot. It's so fucking juvenile, right? But Pat is so good at juvenile. And the whole thing, and the Baron Corbin that can't fucking stop looking at the guy, and he's having a match with Ricochet, and then we sign and kick a ball into the crowd at the end of the segment. I'm just like,
by the way,
I'm with
Ricochet doesn't have the pew 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 in his song anymore.
Oh no,
it's gone.
Oh no,
it was a new song.
Really,
and no pew pew pew.
So interesting to see the things that have really stuck into Papa H's craw over the years. What's keeping you up at night? And he's like, that freaking gunshot in Ricochet's. I can't.
I want to know how many burner Twitter accounts he has. He's probably been riling up, just riling up the IWC riling up the internet, riling up Twitter.
If he's smart, he just goes to a nice secluded Discord and he just lets it all out, and it just exists there and nobody knows.
You just see him like he's sitting at the meeting, and we're like, okay, Ricochet's gonna come out and do the Baron Corbin thing. Hey, get rid of that fucking gunshot. While we're at it, like these are the notes being shouted out during the meetings, right? To production. So and you can see that you're just like, yeah, it is like everything that he's like, one day when I'm in charge, the X is not going to happen, right?
Yeah, it's like in time it'll get muddied because you won't be able to quite tell like what exactly. It'll be harder to tell as time goes on because
no.
It'll just
I think it'll be pretty easy
what it
to
is.
tell.
But like,
if someone starts growing out his beard again,
when it's like first week is like Dakota Kai's back, Io Shirai's called up, Karrion Kross is back, gunshots gone, Ciampa wins 2 matches in one night. You're like, I see what you're going for. I see what you want.
So
hey, sending me messages.
Mike, you said some beard growing back, and I'm wondering if we're on the same page here. Is anybody else thinking Ezekiel just got written off so he can grow a beard back?
Maybe.
Yeah,
that's
like that was my vibe.
Because apron powerbomb, okay, yeah, that takes someone out for a little bit, but a stretcher after an apron powerbomb, that's 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect beard growing time.
Is that in the rule book? Hold on, let me grab it for the shelf in the back.
Science.
So
Ask
by the way,
the Rev, he's a paramedic now. He
yeah, exactly. We gotta get him on the horn.
We're like, hey,
call him from the ambulance. See if Zeke is back there. Maybe
call
he can get you a word.
Call him from the hospital, not a local
facility.
medical facility.
No, they tweeted he went to a medical facility tonight. I gotta check. I know
okay,
but
the wise man's in a hospital, so you know.
The wise man.
What?
The wise man's in the hospital.
The wise man's in the hospital. What are you talking about?
Prayers up for the wise man. Sorg.
By the way,
what the fuck are we talking about?
We're talking about the end of SmackDown last Friday.
Oh, okay.
You were so distracted by the TikTok that you missed Roman for prayers up for the wise man.
58.
I have a question.
Hold on. Wait. With connected to this. By the way, I just looked at Twitter, top of the line from 58 minutes ago, the Rev. So, interesting night, eh?
Yeah, you're right.
He's tweeting while he's on the job.
So funny. He's right. He is right in this clip.
I have a question
on Twitter. He
is featured. He is featured in that clip.
I've always said this about the Rev. That man knows how to find the camera.
Oh, good.
He's like it's like a Pittsburgh thing because Britt Baker's the same way. She just locks on target and she finds it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I have a question. This is a question for both of you. How long do you think anyone in the back, has been waiting to get the verbal jab tribal queef on the air?
On network television, too!
On network television. How long do you think that's been bandied about?
Oh, man.
Because I guarantee that was not a Friday afternoon decision.
I think
that is a name that someone's had in the chamber for a while.
I think it's a moment in the moment, like I'm saying the thing. You know? I bet it's Drew. I bet it's Drew's thing.
Thing where like we've had this. Roman's like, no, you can't say it tonight. He gets asked like every 2 weeks.
He's yelling that across the locker room, right?
And now he's finally like, you know what? Cardiff, Wales, 50,000 people. Drew, fire away. I give you permission. Oh, and also Karrion Kross is beating your ass a second later, so just believe that.
And he's gonna say TikTok, even though an hourglass neither ticks nor talks.
By the way, there's news.
Phrases don't have to make sense, people.
There's news from that with the Karrion Kross. For people wondering, apparently Defy Wrestling had both Karrion and Scarlett booked for the show here, and I believe it was on the 20th. They will still be appearing, not able to compete, but they will be there for a meet and greet for ticket holders, according to Defy Wrestling.
That's cool.
And I'm not saying that because Defy Wrestling are friends of the show, but it just related news. So
no, that's cool. They're still able to keep their booking.
No, yeah, absolutely. It was like when the Hardys showed up last minute at WrestleMania, showed up with the Raw belts, but they wouldn't let them wrestle, but they let them do all the meet and greet stuff and appear in the ring at least and everything, right? So like a week later, and that almost didn't happen. yeah, it's but no, but man, damn, this is exciting. You got to think, like I feel like that Triple H is sitting there watching these people pop on AEW and thinking like, well, I think he has said good for them. You know, he has said that in interviews before, but also, damn it, I can't bring them back. You know what I mean? But
I mean, you know, it's only a contract from what I've heard. Those are easy to break. All you have to do is just ask for your release, right?
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Apparently,
it all depends on the how merciful your employer is feeling.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure people are unhappy in Jaguar Land because we don't have a fun name for, you know, AEW country yet. I'm sure if people are unhappy, they can just request a release, and then they'll be able to leave. No sweat, right?
Perhaps.
yeah, or
you know, it never hurts if you've got something incriminating to hold over your employer's head either. That can always help you get out of that too.
That's fair.
Been known to happen.
Anyways, anything else we need to know from Raw tonight? It was just so much good, man, guys. I was starting to say the women's tag tournament started. And damn it, I love that first match.
NXT team.
Yeah, that was probably Dana Brooks and Tamina's best match.
Absolutely. It's like this is what we need to happen for these guys to get some fire under their ass too. Like, damn it. It just
Io sold her ass off for Tamina. Like when Tamina got that hot tag, Io was bumping like Michaels in 05. I was loving it. Like, it was great, but I'm just like, all right, Io knows the score.
Oh, we're going to discuss the talent relation team expansion of AEW. I feel like that's something we can get into tomorrow, honestly, because we're already, like, at time and for the most part.
I can sum it up to you pretty quickly. It's a good idea. TK's got too much on his plate. What the hell do you want me to say?
Absolutely.
Yes, he should delegate
I will say the talent relation team should stay the talent relation team and not player coaches. As much as I love Madison Rain.
Well...
But if you bring in a Madison Rain and you want to burn a somewhat marketable match on your undefeated TBS champion, why not? You got the ammunition.
Yeah, that's what she's there for. You listen. Whoa.
We'll
get into this more tomorrow.
You need people to feed the Jade. What the hell do you want to do?
They have so many people.
Roll down.
Like a 5-time former Knockouts champion to feed the Jade just lying around.
The more people of a pedigree like Madison Rain that get a chance to actively work with Jade in the ring on TV is helpful for Jade, like educationally. Okay, look at it that way. Okay,
that's fair.
Jade,
but I also
Madison.
Don't need...
Madison. It doesn't matter. Madison is there to help talent. If that means getting in the ring with them and showing them the way in person, then that is a good use of Madison Rain. Okay, like
I just don't need to see on-the-job training on my television.
You watch it every week. Like Mike, you watch it every week.
No, I know, but
every
like
fucking wrestling program.
Blatant.
We ain't blatant. It's no more than anybody else. You know,
they literally just announced her as a coach.
Serena, I mean, you think Serena's just there to do things?
But that's her gimmick.
Well, sure. Oh,
that's her gimmick.
Yeah, how blatant is that?
If it's her gimmick, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. What? Well, then Madison Rain's gimmick is a coach.
We're making too much out of this. I don't think you're going to see too much of Madison Rain. I think this is a chance to burn her second match on something worthwhile, extending Jade's undefeated streak, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah,
and then
it's pedigree.
Very likely you may or may not see Madison ever again on TV, but you probably, she's going to pop up.
Watch me say this, and now Maddie's on the beats her.
Yeah, right. So,
Madison's the one who beats her.
Madison's the one that beats her.
And Athena's right there with a move that can believably beat her. I think Athena's the one who should beat her.
Wait, didn't I
just
shoot?
The O-face is such a perfect, out of nowhere, believable finisher that you believe can beat Jade.
Wait, is that what they're calling the Eclipse now? The O-face?
That's what they called it before. They called it the Eclipse.
And Madison.
They might not call it that anymore, but I enjoyed that.
I was going to say.
And Madison is somebody who was winding up her wrestling career, because I do remember I did film a match that was slated as being her.
Sherry retired a couple times.
Well, it was her.
Yeah.
It was like her retirement from independent bookings was how it was labeled. Which I was like, well, what does that mean? You know. So and at that point, I think she started taking a backstage role at Impact. So so now she's taking it to AEW, and obviously with a bigger opportunity. So yeah, so I think that is what it is. I think she's in that I think she's going to be in that gauge where like Sanjay is. Like Sanjay's obviously on-screen talent, but I don't think Sanjay officially will wrestle anymore. And Sanjay got upgraded too, didn't he? Talent-wise in that run. Tony Schiavone, Sanjay, Madison, and was there somebody else I'm missing? QT. Okay.
Matt Buck.
Okay.
Everybody? That might be everybody.
Okay. Oh, and were these positions that weren't there before? They're vice presidents of something.
Oh man, you asking me to break down the complicated,
newsman,
well-organized hierarchy of AEW?
Anyways, we'll hold it off. We'll go into that tomorrow then. We don't need to get into that.
You don't need to talk about AEW.
So tempted
to
push.
Nobody wants to hear
I'm
that.
so tempted to push this button on the Rev's phone number to ask how he's doing right now.
Ask him how Ezekiel. Tell him, call him, and when he answers, tell him, Rev, I know you're in the ambulance. Let Zeke speak. Put it on speaker, and then hold it up.
I don't know who knows what situation he's in right now, and if I called, it would be awkward. So, and he'd be like, "Why the hell are you calling me?" I was like, "What do you think I'm calling you?" Like, I'm obviously doing a show right now. Please.
We need an updated medical condition of Ezekiel.
I know.
Yeah.
And also, where was his brother to help him?
Right? Yes.
And his other brother.
Oh, damn it, I'm texting him.
We were so close. We were supposed to get Elrod.
What if Elrod is the one that comes back?
Didn't Owens get hurt? And
What if
we never got Elrod.
What if Elrod is the one that comes back
I don't know.
for revenge? Like he just grows enough to have like a little soul patch.
He should have like completely different hair. He should have like blonde hair. It's like something weird.
Well, no, like he's got like the Seth Rollins streak and it's in a ponytail.
I'm texting him, how is Zeke and has Elias been informed? And I'm going to see if something happens.
Have you notified his next of kin? All of them.
I swear, if Elrod comes back in a couple weeks and we get Elrod versus Kevin Owens, I'm kind of here for it.
Oh,
Elrod should run in out of the crowd like
the three
maniac.
faces of
Who is
Shula.
this man? You took everything from me, Kevin Owens. Yeah,
John in the chat says that's a HIPAA violation.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Oh jeez. All right. I don't think I'm getting a text from him. If I do, I'll share it with you guys in the Slack. Thank you, or if we're still on Spaces, because I still want to do that test here, guys. Matt. Thank you for hopping in here.
Oh, it's always a pleasure on a night like tonight. When,
oh my God,
so much to get excited about. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to mention my wife typically is like, she's like, forget it, I'm out of here. She's going to bed at like 8:15. She's watching that. She's there watching with me until like after 10. This show did something right, and it may not be obvious. Not everyone's gonna want to be on board. People are gonna want to no one wants to get dragged all the way in. No one wants to be the one who says Raw's good now. Because God knows what will happen next week.
Right.
But this show tonight, without any reservations, this was a good pro wrestling show. This was 3 fun hours of TV, and I don't know who knows what'll come next, But you know what? The more good wrestling on TV, the better. I'm here for it all. Let's keep going.
Absolutely. And Matt, you can check out, look up Matt Carlin's doing articles over at WrestlingInc.com. Of course.
Wrestling Inc. Only 2 articles published so far on the parking lot. So we got to get to work on that. We need more parking lot articles.
Oh, I'm glad you're
getting up tomorrow once we see what happens on NXT.
Work on that quota. Thank you for that.
What if it's just Joe Gacy parading around the parking lot saying this is the non-violent
This
zone?
is a safe space now.
oh my God! Can we please call the NXT parking lot Joe Gacy's safe safe space now.
Literally,
Oh my
wait a minute.
A talk show segment in the parking lot. Joe Gacy's safe space.
You weren't fucking with me
God
either.
damn it!
Oh, why is this?
I want that.
Why is this broken? Why is this broken over here? Why is this not coming through? Parking lot mystery leads to surprise return on WWE Raw.
Here's the issue.
WWE Raw viewers puzzled by backstage parking lot mystery.
Here's the problem. See, in the middle, it starts with that segment with just Owens, and you're just like, this is weird. Like.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's talking about it, so you're like, we got to get something turning on this. And then by the end of the show, like, all is revealed, and you're like, well, should we just go? Nah, fuck it, just send it on. Just leave it like how it is. It's okay. It's all right. You know, we are a reputable wrestling news organization, Sorg. We're not one of these fly-by-night operations, Sorg.
That's right.
Real human beings.
That's right.
Writing the news.
That's right.
Not some algorithm, not some robot out in Yugoslavia.
Are you, wait, are you calling out the IWC Matchbot?
Matchbot?
No, Matchbot's been perfect.
Oh,
no,
Matchbot's been
great.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been really good. All right, Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitters, of course.
Yeah, I talk about things and stuff.
You do.
And
you do.
And mostly my hopes for Dominic Guerrero show.
I am so ready to film Ronnie Starks teaching Chachi how to leg slap. Because he asked earlier, do I need to go to wrestling training to learn just how to leg slap a kick? And Ronnie says, I'll teach you the way. So this needs to happen. It needs to be captured. And then then just that's it. That's just it.
Sorg, when you film this, can you set the montage to
Best around?
No. I was thinking Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, jeez. And he's like, oh, I have a lot of visions in my head I don't want to share in case they don't turn out. But I think you're thinking the same visions I am. Thank you so much. At Sorgatron on the Twitter. Again, we'll have Emily Fear of Grit and Glitter podcast is scheduled to join us here Tuesday night. We do have one Brandon K of Rise Wrestling and the Stronghold Academy joining us in several weeks. We are actively scheduling some other people. I sent a request to an old friend of the show that's got a pretty big match coming up, so I'm hoping they answer too. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on. This week, Sorg will be attending. Wrestle Lab is going to be at in New Ken with MV Young and the crew. And my buddies from New Fear City I got to work with this weekend will be actually filming that one. So I get to hang back and just watch some wrestles is the plan. But a lot of fun stuff happening there. And what else is happening? And we get a shout out Revenge Pro. They're happening next weekend on the 20th up in Erie. And if all signs point to me potentially going up there and hanging out too. So if any Erie crew I haven't seen for a while, this may be the chance. I don't think I've been to Erie. Past Erie, I drove a couple months ago. But I don't think I've been to Erie, I think since like mid-COVID, if not pre-COVID. So, anyways. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been your Monday Mayhem Warriors on all the great platforms. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. Please stay tuned for Soak Stock. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.